Hello everyone and welcome back to Pikmin. Last time we finished story mode, but now we will be starting up challenge mode. I'll be doing one video for each of the maps in this mode. And then I'll be proceeding to my next Let's Play. Speaking of which though, the day where I'm going to be closing the poll to decide what the next game I'll be playing will be, it'll be till July 4th. That will be when I'll be closing the poll at let's say 4 PM, like when I get back from work, likely. It's a pretty close race, or it's pretty close in the poll right now. So be sure to bring your friends or something to make sure to decide which game you really want me to play next, because it's a pretty close race right now, unless you're voting for a certain other game. Anyway, let's start with the impact site. The impact site, I believe, is the shortest of the challenge mode maps. And not just in not just because it's small, but also because the time limit for this area is really short. Anyway, one of the changes about challenge mode is that you start with some sprouts around you, and you have to, like, there's 9 Pikmin out in the field right now, but in the other maps it's actually a bit different. In one map in particular, there's actually 100 Pikmin already out on the field, which means you can't actually grow any. Anyway, as some of you may have noticed, there's a red bug right there. I believe this is the only enemy on the field, and it's actually going to be very easy for us to defeat it. It's possible to get all of the pellets to grow as much Pikmin as you can in these challenge modes, but I'm not that talented, so I'm just going to be playing as I would normally do in a normal game, because I'm just not that great. Well, I'm trying to defeat the red bug right now. It's kind of being a bit difficult right now. Oh well, it'll die when it gets absorbed into this thing anyway. Also, it drops some food too. I'm not sure. I just don't have a strategy for this area, honestly. So I'm just sort of just going around doing whatever I need to do. I guess I'm just not very helpful when it comes to these challenge modes maps. They're fun. It's just that I never really bothered trying to find the optimum way of beating the place. And as some of you may have noticed, there's drops of nectar around. I'm pretty sure you have to use them if you want to get if you want to beat the map as quickly as possible. And just right now, I think I lost well, not really. I hasn't necessarily screwed myself out of the optimum way, but the fact of the matter is I'm playing very casually right now. And because of that, I'm certainly not going to be getting all the pellets. Doesn't help that I haven't gotten much practice with these areas. Because you really need lots of practice to be able to maximize all of the drops in this place. Even more so if you want to beat the game in 6 days. Which I believe is outright impossible in this version of Pikmin, the new play control version. Largely because of the controls. I guess with a certain computer program you could do it, but an actual console, I don't believe you can. Also, I definitely locked myself out of the optimum results right now. I should at least try to get 100 Pikmin, because that's like a number that's like reasonable. Shouldn't be that difficult. By the way, Almar's ability to switch Pikmin while he's has one in his hand, I believe that was added in the new play control version, so that's a good point for the new play control version right there. Because the ability to switch Pikmin while having one in your hand, that's very useful. I believe in the original GameCube version you had to set your Pikmin up in a way that whatever color you wanted to pick had to be like the one right behind you. Which wasn't that difficult with the C-stick controls, but it was still kind of annoying. Thankfully we can just switch colors. Anyway, this area is just kind of boring, honestly. Even more so than usual, if I may be blunt. There's just no enemies that were really added anywhere. It's not terrible. It's a good start to what challenge mode is, but the fact of the matter is, it's just kind of boring. Really don't have any other words to describe it. But it is it does show what Pikmin 3's original challenge mode was like before. Sort of kinda, like the inspiration for Pikmin 3's challenge mode is roughly this mode right here. Although they do have some key differences. Namely, in like the fact that in Pikmin 3, the challenge maps, quote unquote, are unique, even though they're reused for like a few of them. Come on, hang it. I have a question for y'all. Would you think Pikmin? Which of the bonus challenge modes do you prefer in the Pikmin games? This mostly applies for people who played the Pikmin games, but still. There's Pikmin 1's challenge maps like this, where you have to make as many Pikmin as you can in a certain span of time, in the same maps as before. There's Pikmin 2's 50 challenge maps, or however many there were. And I think it was 30 maps, actually. And there's Pikmin 3's various challenges of defeating enemies and getting all the treasure, too. Well, treasure. Fruit, rather. Which do you guys prefer? You know what? I honestly can't tell. I wish there was a game that had all of them, had all the styles of challenge modes. Because I like Pikmin 1s, I like Pikmin 2s, and I like Pikmin 3s, so... I guess Pikmin 1 is slightly worse for me because it doesn't give you any reward for however your performance ends up as. The game doesn't really care. It just like lists your high score and just lets it as is. I don't think I should be spending so much time picking up sprouts, by the way, because you really don't need a big number of Pikmin to like get everything here. It's just not necessary. By the way, are there any other pieces of nectar around? There aren't? Huh. Also, huge 10 pellets right there, if you need any. Guess I'll get these giant yellow pellets too. Well, at least I have a lot of Pikmin to spare right now. That's kind of neat. And I can also push this box super easily. Of course, the Pikmin push the box at the same speed no matter how many are actually pushing it, so there's really no point to putting over 70 Pikmin to push a box. In fact, I think some Pikmin might accidentally get crushed if you try that. Anyway, bloop. No, it changes colors. I don't like these pellets that change colors depending on when you hit them. Of course, you can just switch the Pikmin that carries the pellet by doing this, but it's still kind of annoying. Blue Pikmin. Red Pikmin only. It's a good thing too, because if the developers are feeling particularly nasty, they could have put a different colored pellet. Oh, 20. Yeah, 20. 20 pellet thing in order to make it that you have to use red Pikmin to carry it out of the fire pits, or whatever they're called, geysers. And then you switched it up as soon as it got out of the fire. Kind of like a treasure part. Oh, by the way, this is kind of crazy. Also, where are the bombs? Huh. I guess they are in that cardboard box? Maybe. Anyway, I'm guessing this area right here was meant to be like a challenge to like get the appropriate Pikmin on each of the pellets. But considering that Olimar now has the ability to switch colors as he throws Pikmin, it's not that difficult. Anyway, I want to go beyond that wall, but I don't know where the bombs are. I'm guessing they're in that thing. Do I have enough yellow Pikmin? No, I do not. Okay, are the bombs in here, yellow Pikmin? Yes, they are. Okay, good. That's all I needed then. Are there only 3 bombs? There's 5. Yep, 5. Not bad. That's all I'm probably gonna need. Come to think of it, do bombs have an effect on bread bugs? Maybe it would be worth testing. Well, not really. Speaking of which, someone mentioned that... Whoa, really? That's it? Okay. Someone mentioned that there might be a 4th ending to story mode, which involves getting a Pikmin extinction on the last day with not enough parts to escape the planet. I don't believe that works that way though, because if you get a Pikmin extinction when you have a normal ending ready, I don't believe that would change the ending either. In fact, if that was the case, getting a Pikmin extinction but being able to escape the planet should give us a 5th ending too. Something to consider. Of course, I don't believe it's possible to get a Pikmin extinction with all the parts, because once you get all the parts, the game automatically ends. No leeway at all. Also, no gate here. Fair enough. Doesn't seem to be that difficult to get all the parts, now that I think about it. Well, anyway. need to use a blue Pikmin to get that part out of the field. One here. Yeah, now that I look about it, it doesn't seem to be that difficult to get absolutely everything in this map. Wait, what? What am I doing throwing a blue Pikmin on that? Throw the red Pikmin. Okay. Now I need to use blue Pikmin only. Of course, they all try to get that. And I can't get them to carry that thing, so I'll just leave them to carry this. And this! So I won't be getting all the parts, just not that great. But I did get quite a few. I was just missing a few 20s and those 10s back at the base. Honestly. Am I saying base right, by the way? I feel like my accent is really mangling the word. Probably is. Then again, my accent mangles lots of words. But in some cases, it might be part of the appeal. And I know about appeal, I'll tell you what. Okay, I think that's it for today. I pretty much got as many Pikmin as I can, and I could blow them all up with the bomb. Well, actually, no, I can't really blow them up with the bomb I have remaining, because in this game, Pikmin holding bombs, if you call them back, they just don't drop the bombs. Someone mentioned that there's a strategy where you can beat the bullbacks by throwing your Pikmin at like where the tongue would be attacking, and then getting the Pikmin back right away. I don't believe that works in this port, because the Pikmin simply do not drop the bombs when you call them back. They just don't, ever. It was actually an exploit in the original Pikmin. So you do have to like either beat it by only throwing red Pikmin at its face, or by sacrificing some of your yellow bomb Pikmin. At the very least, that's what I think. I'm not a true expert at this, but I do consider myself to have some degree of knowledge. By the way, this ending looks kind of depressing. Without the ship escaping. Kinda is. Anyway, score is only based on how many Pikmin you have left. And the day only lasted roughly 10 minutes compared to the original usual 15. So it is quite shorter. It definitely would have been possible for me to get like a maximum of Pikmin available, but I guess I'm don't feel like doing it again. I did show that it was almost possible, at the very least. But of course, the impact site is the easy challenge mode stage. The other stages, not nearly as easy, for sure. Except maybe the final trial, because it's also a small area. Anyway, next time we'll be doing the Forest of Hope, and 3 other days, or 3 other videos will be Force Naval Distance Rain. Maybe I'll do the final trial on the same day I do the distance spring, because the final trial is also a short day. In fact, I think it is the shortest day. Like, it's only like 8 minutes, maybe 10 minutes, or 10 minutes like the impact site. Anyway, hope you've all enjoyed this video, and hope you all have a very nice day. Bye bye. Oh, and don't forget to vote.